Good evening, Leo, my friend. Wedding was amazing, actually. It was super nice. Had a lot of fun. I'm very happy for Sako. He has a beautiful wife, and was really nice, man. Was really nice. We stayed very late last night. Mm, mm. Overall, very good, man. Very nice. Very nice. Give me 1 second. RDR, good evening. How are you guys? How are you, Leo? What's up? But yeah, this week is kind of gone. A lot of birthdays, wedding and stuff. So got it, got it, got it, got it. All right, as always, let me pour some water, and then let's see what we do today. Just give me 1 second. Let me just configure this camera. I think that's fine. Give me 1 second. Let me just let me configure those lights. I guess that's fine. That's okay. Yeah, so well, yeah, that's how it is for me. A week full of birthdays and stuff, and yeah, kind of back to normal stuff starting tomorrow. Yeah. What I wanted to say, nice, man, nice. Today I haven't been really doing anything. Been at the beach with my son and my wife, and now kind of here to hack. Yeah, so let's see what we've been actually doing last time, I believe, right? Was Mark, good evening, buddy. So what we did last stream, right? When was that? Friday, I guess, right? We did this sanitization and stuff like that, right? Jace, good evening, friend. So that was good, right? Let's see how far we got and if we can push that. So actually, let's see. So let's kind of start testing some stuff, and then we can push that and maybe get back to courses or something. But there are a few more things I think we should do that you guys reported before we go to courses, right? Okay, that's a bit strange. Let me just see. Let's see where we got with this now, and how is this gonna get sanitized? It's still complaining about character length. That sounds very fishy. Give me a moment here. All right. So yeah, we can see. So let's kind of fix this stuff up, and then let's move to something else. Let me just close a bunch of this stuff. Let me go over here. It would be nice if we could do this, finalize this quickly and then do something else. Yeah, use tips up to HTML. So this is what we kind of worked in what. Actually, I agree. We should fix that for sure, 100%. Okay, let's see what we have here. So we have this sanitize that we had those controls. Allowed classes, yeah. And so this sanitization now is a bit problematic, yeah, because so let me actually just go to production quickly. Let's find some of the, yeah. So I think the issue is that, yeah, okay. So all right, I see. So let's just do a few things here. So let's actually remove those gradients first and foremost, right? So I can see that we have some of those gradients that actually we shouldn't really use. It's a bit awkward. So let's just grab this sort of stuff and let's text indigo 500. And I think now already on our local host, we should have at least that class applied here, and we do, right? Now let's go back here and allowed classes, let's say text Excel or some stuff like that. Or actually text to Excel. That's a bit awkward though, but let's see. Maybe for Excel. Yeah, exactly. Okay. I've been using Tailwind for maybe over a year now. Something like that. Okay, so those are the allowed classes, right? That we allow, yeah. Yeah. And what if we would kind of get rid of this? What would it actually allow then? Let's see. Yeah, so we have to be explicit, so we can't. Okay. So allowed tags are those. I see, and then text indigo 500 text for Excel. So this is just, yeah, so this allows us to do that. Let's actually go and try edit this. So that's H2, and then I guess we have to allow by decremented by 1. So text 3 Excel, text 2 Excel, and then I guess that's sufficient, right? So let's see this one. Okay. I don't think that did anything, did it? No, it didn't. And I suppose another issue is, yeah, the tags, but actually the tags should be defined kind of here, but they're not, right? Okay, but we'll see about that. So what I'm actually going to do now, just so we simplify this, so for now in the articles, we're only going to allow basically a specific heading, maybe just H2 or something, right? Maybe, I don't know. Because this now kind of, you know, adds more security, but a bit more complexity to this whole thing, right? Because now we have to, okay, let me just go to sanitize HTML. I think they had, let me just search for allowed classes. Yeah, so this is actually super safe to use, right, for us, in the sense that even if a user tries to store something with a, Is it open source? No, it is not, unfortunately, no. Alt CSS styles and forest HTML boundary. Yeah, okay. Let me just see one thing. Let's just learn from those all existing things that actually work for a long time. Like, let me see which headings does the medium, for example, support, right? Let's just see. All right. So, okay, we go here and we say write. Okay, this is, what is this now? And what do I do now? Ah, I see. Okay, so that's very interesting, right? So it seems to me that, thank you very much, Victor. So it seems to me that I actually like this, I think. So they support title, I think, if I hover, let's see. Yeah, that's actually pretty simple, right? So they don't support like 6 different headings and stuff like that, right? So this is just some title, right? So that's actually, that's interesting, right? Yeah, that's, what do you guys think? I think, right? Because, I mean, if those guys are doing it, probably they know why, right? Private notes, okay, we don't need that link. Paste the link, I see, okay, they're not even validating shit, I can see that, that's fine. Okay, I like that, actually. That's pretty awesome, man. That's pretty awesome. Let's check one thing, tip tap, floating menu. Let's just see if we could, because I looked at this before, it's just like, how do you do this on mobile? That's the problem, right? Because it makes sense over here, right? It's just an example. So this is kind of, yeah. No, that's not what we want, right? But we could build our own for desktop, right? And then we would have to kind of, yeah. But okay, let's just check some stuff. So is there something like title? I like that. Title. Okay, I like that almost. Let me go and let's search for subtitle. I guess, yeah, the way that they do it, right? They just show it, they just show them in different sizes, right? So I think that kind of also makes sense, right? So let's go back here, and then if not, we can also go to a bunch of those awesome resources that some of you guys shared, right? Let's open this stuff and let's here search for title, but I think this is a paid service, right? So screw that for now. Yeah, title. Is there something here that we could take? Yeah, there's a T like this, right? There's an H like this. Oh, actually, this is nice. Cool. Yeah, this is, I think, something for us. Try that. Customize icon, copy. Shit. Assholes, okay. Sign up with Google. Okay, let's try to sign up. I'm not a human. Definitely not a human. Give me 2 seconds here just to... Wait a minute, one moment. All right. The other thing was putting me. Okay, so get this icon. Ah, come on, man. Like, are you fucking shitting me, man? I hate those services. I hate this crap, man. They make you sign up. Like, you know what? I'm just gonna remove the account immediately. Fucking assholes, man. I hate that so much, right? They hook you up to sign up. It's like, this is gonna be free. And then it's like, come on, man. Who uses that cheap bullshit, man? I'll never come again, ever. Where do I remove this account? Jesus Christ, man. How shitty that is. Change password, no. How do I remove my account? No, man, seriously, like, you know, I hate those cheap tricks, man, right? No, it's just if paid things being paid, I support that. People have to make money to survive. I'm not against that. It's just like, be transparent, man. Where do I delete this shitty account, man? Can I even do it? It's again, things should be paid. All of us have to survive, right? That's fine. I'm not against that. It's just say it up front, man. Don't. That's not cool. Just this toxic behavior, man. It is literally in the GDPR. And actually, we have an icon here. Why did we even waste the time, right? We have the icon that we need, right? Yeah, well, we're not going to be going there again, just because there are... It's really kind of... I don't like that. Just be transparent about things. Like, hey, man, you want this icon, somebody spent time building it, you should pay for it. I'm okay with that. But don't tell me it's free and then I sign up and it's like, oh, by the way, it's $5. It's not free. Fuck you, man. Like, not cool at all, man. Not cool at all. You don't like font styles? I mean, I don't. I think that's generalization in a way. I mean, I like icons when I see them. I don't like any particular set of icons. I don't think it's impossible to download one icon font and love every single icon, right? That's why I'm not using any specific one. I'm making my own. Snatch, thank you very much, right? I'm using my own for that reason, right? Because if I install a specific one and I stick to it mostly, right? Yeah, exactly. Okay, so if we go somewhere, where is this our toolbar here? It is, right? Okay. So what we're gonna do actually is, where's the heading? Heading, yeah. So we're gonna remove those things. And then we're gonna leave those things, right? ID is active, icon is gonna be title. An icon here is going to be title as well. So we're copy pasting what Udemy is doing. I really like this, actually. I think this is pretty cool. I mean, just having two titles. And then we can just make the other one a bit smaller icon as they're doing it, right? So how do I do that though? Give me a second. There's some sort of a bug on my table. Okay. Well, we could do something like this. This is gonna explode now, I think, but doesn't matter. But then we can solve that in a different way. But yeah. If we actually go down here where we're rendering this toolbar icon i.icon, right? If we go inside here. We can say icon is here, right? Yeah. Interesting. Icon class name, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so if we get over here and we scroll down here. Actually, sorry, we need to go back here again. Let's get rid of those fellas over here. And actually, let's not call them heading 2. Let's call it title. That's what also Medium is doing, and then subtitle. And that's fine. And then we can treat this differently, and I also improve this systematic thing that we did last time when we saw each other, I think on Friday or something, right? Come on, man, seriously, like, where is it? Why do I keep jumping out of this file, man? For fuck's sake. Unreal. Okay, so let's say here is active heading title, right? Everything is easy to learn. You just when you put in the time, right? When you don't put in the time, everything is hard. So yes, it's easy. Everything's easy when you put in the effort, pretty much, yes. Let me just try one thing here though. I just want to give it a shot. Well, that's clearly going to fail now. And then what we have to do, we have to go to a new article, right? We need to search for tip tab here. We need to search for controls, right? Then here we need to say heading. Well, no, we have to say title. And then available controls dot subtitle, right? Sullivan, my dude, good evening, buddy. How is life serving you? And then, yeah, we need to jump and forth a bit now between things, right? So over here, we need to, where's the heading, right? So we're gonna do this slightly different, right? So this is gonna be title, and that's gonna be H2. Subtitle is going to be H3. And that's fine. Yeah, okay, great. That actually worked as I intended. Beautiful. Great. Okay. And then over here, we're just going to reduce it. So what is the actual icon size of the other one? It's like... It's V7, okay. So let's go. With what the Dude, are you kidding me, man? Why do I keep closing this file? It's like, what the hell is... Yeah, man, I'm pretty fine. I went to Salko's wedding, one of my viewers that I met here in the stream. We became friends, and me and my wife, we'd been at his wedding last night, and it was very lovely, very nice. Yeah, very good, man. The week was, you know, this week was my wife's birthday, then my kid's birthday, right? So kinda, yeah, kinda, you know. A lot of stuff, right? A lot of stuff. Yeah, just a lot of stuff to do, right? That's all that there is, right? Just a lot of stuff to do this week. Give me 1 second here. So okay, so this is no longer working like that. Give me 2 seconds. Controls, la 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 la. And let's see what we did here. So we have H2, H3, but that's actually not a problem. And what do we have to fix? We need to go to tip tap. We need to go over here somewhere. Headings, yeah, so over here, right? So we're gonna actually support those. We're gonna support those. We're gonna support those. Actually, no, it wasn't that bad money-wise. It was okay. Nothing really like, yeah. It was fine. Honestly, it was fine. Okay, let me just focus on this for 2 seconds, and then I'll get back to you guys in chat. Yeah, the only thing that I actually dislike is this, but yeah. Could I do something like an expression here? I guess I could, yeah. Exactly, I guess I could, yeah. Guess I could, and then what we could do back here, or back somewhere, Jesus, where is it now? Tip tab, index, yeah, over here is, no, not really. Yeah, and then we would need to spread the props. Now, of course, this overwrites it, and that's fine. If I would do this, let's actually see what would happen. Yeah, that's my, yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, I can solve this pretty easily. It's just kind of sucks ass, right? But it's okay, right? So let's go over here. Let's go somewhere down here. And we need to actually go into toolbar icon. Yeah, I actually how should I solve this that I like it? Give me a moment. Chica, good evening, my friend. No, I mean, I don't want to shit on it. Not my intention, genuinely. It's just yeah, that was just one of those, I think it was just a specific discussion that we had. Give me a second here. Jesus Christ, how hard is this, man? How hard can it be? Like, for fuck's sake, man. Like, really. Icon class name. Normal Linux stuff, exactly. But that's okay then, I guess. So we need to just deal with this shit now. Toolbar icon, yeah. I see. Okay. Well, I don't really see, but it's okay. shit, yeah, actually no. That no. Yeah. All right, that's actually strange. ID. Oh. That's super strange. Okay, I would expect this to work now. Wait a minute. So i.id is available subtitle. Yeah. Okay, if we go then in here, icon class name. Let me just get rid of this for a second. Then we go back out here. Yeah, so actually it does work. So it's a precedence type of thing. Okay, so what if I actually reverse this order here or some shit like that? I don't remember. All right, there we go. Okay, fine. So yeah, and this is v7, and then this other one should be, wait a minute, let's go back down here. Icon class name should be, let's say v6, just to be slightly smaller but not completely smaller. Yeah, that's not, is there such thing as v5? I don't think so. No. So v4, I guess. Yeah, so that's what we want to do, right? Kind of strange that the icons are different size, right? But I think it's okay. And I think generally we should generally reduce the size of those anyway. Let's make them slightly smaller regardless, right? All right, so that's better. So I like that. Okay. I like that. So that's fine, right? That's okay. Now, yeah, now there's a bunch of other stuff, right? So let's go back. Let's go back to new article, right? Let's get over here and let's say, well, I want the bold, title, subtitle, code, available controls dot block quote, available controls dot code. Code block, available controls dot code. I don't actually know what's the difference between the two, to be honest. And then we have a block quote. This quote icon sucks really hard. I really dislike how it looks like. Regardless, I'm just gonna reorder this thing like this. So I think that's kind of what. Okay, so I don't actually know what this is, but it seems to me that a code block and code, I don't know what is the difference. No. So I removed the wrong one, give me a second, and then, yeah, actually it's this one that should be there, yeah. Okay, great. And let's just go, while we're kind of back to just making this slightly better, let's see if I can change that icon very quickly, because I just realized I dislike it a lot. How does it look like now? Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, I don't like this code icon here that we have. I don't know, for some reason I don't think it fits well with the others. And then I guess, yeah, I mean, we do miss now. I guess should we put just normal paragraph in there? I don't actually know. But yeah, we have those things now. Let's actually just do one last thing here. And then we move further on. So yeah, let's do it like this. Yeah, exactly. That's MI4. Yeah, so now with this sanitization, right? The only annoying thing is that we really need to make sure that everything that we want is can I do like empty and then / or something like that? No. Let me just double check that. And I guess this was supposed to be H2, right? So I suppose yeah, exactly. So let's see actually what's happening here, because give me one sec. All right, let's see. Let's see what the hell is happening here now. Okay. So paragraph title. Then let's do this thingy. But it's just like, yeah, okay, let's see what's happening now, and then where are we doing this thing here, right? Yeah. Yeah, maybe we went way too crazy with this crap, but it's fine. It's okay. I think this is something that has to be done. I think definitely. Yeah. So basically, we just need to make sure to figure out now why is our sanitizer also removing headings and stuff, because as far as I can see, it shouldn't. So let's not filter actually anything. Let's just double check now. Shit. What the hell? Like, what happened here? Are you kidding me? What the fuck is going on? It didn't remove that, so we have title and subtitle here, right? Oh, so why is this not? Tab controls, new article. Ah, shit! I'm an idiot, man. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm an idiot. This is a comment thing. Jesus Christ, what an idiot. All right. Just been looking at the wrong thing. I see. Okay. So if we go here, then, but I guess we should have the same thing here, right? No. What was it called? Yeah, HTML content is rendered here, so that's a bit strange, right? New article controls, yeah. Exactly, new article controls. Get controls, yes. See what's happening now. Yeah, actually, that's super strange. Super strange. What? Title, subtitle. I think you can get it on my GitHub. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 moment. Where is the repository? Repositories, Windows Terminal. You can get it here. You also have a video if you care about Windows Terminal. You have I made a YouTube video on it. This one here. But if you don't actually care, well, all of the wallpapers are inside here. There you go, buddy. Enjoy. Okay, so why the hell is this just bold and code block? That makes no sense. Tip tap sanitize HTML2. My pleasure, man. Enjoy. What? Are you kidding me, dude? Seriously, what is happening? So are we not even passing this thing here? Not even passing this point? What's happening? What the fuck is going on, man? Get controls. There's no JSON return. So yeah, that gets cold. It does get cold. What is JSON? JSON. There is a JSON, so we do pass this point, right? So we do pass that point, right? Yes. JSON parse JSON, la la la. We pass the controls down, right? Yeah. Yeah, we pass the controls. Yes, that's good. Let's see what's happening here. Yeah, so there's 5 of them. Titles are pretty much correct. Yes. items, yeah, data. Step tap HTML. No, so this doesn't actually happen. So it's almost as if something explodes here, I suppose. Okay, so we do pass that point. We pass this point here. We do, okay. But then we fail here, right? So items dot, yeah, that's why, right? No, it's actually not. Items dot reduce. And items is an array of strings, right? Yeah. So we item dot reduce that. We say spread the accumulator, and then let's actually print the error here. It seems that's why we haven't printed it or anything. So that's, but I suspect it's failing, right? Nope, it's not. Okay. All right, it is failing. Tip tap of control. I see. I see. Oh man, come on. Ah, I see. I see. Okay, so block quote. So it fails somewhere around here. So it does manage to go through those, but then wait a minute, title is here. Code h2 title. So that's super strange. Bold block quote code block. Ah, I see. I see. Because is there a code block here? There is, but code block, and what do we have? Code block. Code block title, and then this one fails. Where? Isn't it interval? So we managed to. So bold block quote. So code block. This is kind of where the iteration fails. Why? Title. Yeah. Is it because there's like, let me try one thing. Yeah. Dude, like, what the hell is happening? Seriously, like, are you kidding me? So we have this tip tab, we have this mapping here, right? Then we loop to this guy. Yeah, this is not gonna work like this. Oops. Just do something like that, I suppose. All right. Yeah, so it's basically, yeah, completely neglecting those that it can't really render, right? That's the problem I see now. Use step of HTML. So yeah, I can see that it's stripped those files completely, right? And I wonder why is that. So if we go to this utility we wrote, let me see. So that's kind of, we messed something up last time. So this is, we're still getting 2 of them here. So that's super strange. Why is that? Doesn't make much sense. And that's why it's kind of stripping them, because yeah, that doesn't make any sense, man. What the fuck is this? Controls includes key. Where is that? I guess, is it this thing that we're printing now? It's the tip tap thing, right? Extensions map. Title, headers. No, it's actually fine. It's fine. I wonder though, like, no, actually it's fine, it's okay. So there's something wrong in here, I think. Well, we could also have solved this. Shiba, thank you very much. So controls includes this key. Let's see. Yeah, exactly. Let me just see what the controls are. Man, I'm looking at the wrong thing again. Jesus Christ. But that's wrong. So this shouldn't be saying code and block only. Why does it do that? That doesn't make sense. We are at the article view, right? Yes. So tip tap. Use tip tap to HTML. Yeah, this is a comment, so that's okay. So the only issue now is we're inside of a tip tab, but that's actually relevant, so we don't care about this now. So what we actually care about now is, I don't know what the hell just happened, but it seems there was a bug somewhere. But yeah, so yeah, that's good. That's actually good, right? So that's okay. It seems that console log was messed up. So we have this hello world now, like this. And let's write another one like this, right? Let's update that crap. Okay, so now we're actually allowing those tags within our sanitizers. It seems, at least, yeah. So we are allowing that. So we are allowing this. Are we allowing bold? And actually, let's write a code block as well. I suppose that's gonna fail instantly. Const A is 22. This will not be rendered as the sanitizer will remove it. And let's see, what is this? So I guess this is pre and then code. Yeah. Update. Yeah, something's messed up. What? Thank you very much. Appreciate it for the follow. And I think let's just go back to the documentation here. All right, let's go to ChatGPT a bit. It's been a while since we used it. You can see my session even expired. Programmer network. I suppose it's this one. I'm not sure if this is the account. Is this my... No, Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. All right. I guess it's this one. Yeah. Where is it? Where is it? Write a regular expression that allows it. No, I mean, yeah, no, not really, right? Allowed classes. So no, let's just actually restrict it to few things, right? Alex, my friend, thank you again. 3-month streak. Thank you, buddy. So let's see what's happening. So we have to basically align the sanitizer with our other code for the tip tap, right? So that's what's happening. So that's the thing here, right? So that's what we need to do, right? So for example, MI4 is something we definitely need to allow, for example. So we're gonna say, yeah, let's just say here, MY4. This should allow now the margins on the headings and stuff. Yeah, that's good. Let's actually go to production to programmer.network and let's see some of the existing articles. So what did we have? What about the paragraphs? How? So yeah, so this used to be paragraphs, so we want to allow those things as well, right? MB2, MT2, word break, right? It's good. Let's go back to the local host. Are they actually here now? Not quite yet. That's a bit strange. I guess where the hell is this coming from, though? Is the question. I see. Okay, so we'll extend this systematically again. I have an idea actually, so it's gonna be good. I actually think it's gonna be fine eventually, right? We'll need to kind of, yeah. I think I have an ordered list or UL. I don't know. OL, actually, OL. Could I do something like this? Yeah, I think I've actually got an idea how we're gonna do this, and that's good. I mean, how we're gonna then reuse those things, how we're gonna map them to the other places as well that we have right now. Thank you very much, everybody, for your follows. Appreciate it. Okay, so that's, yeah, I think I have an idea. Yeah, that's good. where do we actually, how am I, and why am I not finding those things when I search for them? Where is this list decimal? That's super awkward. Yeah, how come we are not finding the, where? Leo, my friend, thank you very much for being here. I'm back from tomorrow regularly, so come by tomorrow after work. I'll be here. List disk, yeah. Sounds good, my friend. Thank you for being here, man. MRKZ, thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Okay, so going back here, so let's just figure it out. So testing, and how did we, if we go back here, right? What was this? Like line breaks or some shit, right? Yeah, exactly. I wonder, do we have to add that to the sanitizer as well? I suppose we do, right? Allowed attributes, allowed tags. So let's say BR as well. Rose mirror line break. Let's see. No, it didn't quite like that, did it? Okay, yeah, I see what's happening. So yeah, so it's a mixture of several things that's happening. Let me just actually do one thing here, because this is annoying the living hell out of me. Get controls, yeah. Let me just this here thing. Then let's move this fella over there. And then let's import this. And that should be kind of fine. And then let's import this fella. Yeah. Yeah, so I suppose program which I did for all code I write at work now, but want to try to tell people how good it is. Yeah. Why is that? I guess denial. I think that it's very common for people to feel scared or to be negative about things that they either don't understand or they're not yet willing to accept, right? A lot of developers of all calibers have a very hard time adapting to a new reality, that, you know, some things that they might have spent a lot of time to learn are obsolete now and anyone can do them almost, right? So that's why, probably. And maybe they're just assholes as well. So it can be a mixture of things, right? But you keep using it and you keep kicking ass, and what others think, nobody gives a fuck. They either gonna become obsolete or they're gonna adapt to a new reality. It's either one of those two things, right? So you're doing the right thing, and that's what matters. You should use all the tools as a rational human being that you have on your disposal. And your focus should be on being productive, not being a spiritual value nerd, you know. Bike, good evening, buddy. Thank you very much. They act like humanity has acted throughout history about, right? Yeah, they will act sooner or later. They will act according to how they should act, right? So don't worry about that much, right? sooner or later, are you using it for complex code? What is complex code? Can you be a bit more specific? What is complex code? What is that? What exactly is complex code? Cloud tags BR. That's a good one, Shiba. That's a good one. All right, so let's go back here. Okay, so yeah, so it's neglecting the white spaces as far as I can see, so we need to fix that. The sanitizer to say, right? And that's the only thing I can see now. So basically, it's completely neglecting the break lines, right? Even though I thought, at least I thought that it was like break. I believe that was also a plugin, right? Little Leon, good evening, friend. So actually maybe just, okay, let me actually think about that. That's maybe good, right? That is maybe good. If we go basic, yeah, maybe I actually don't want to allow break lines anyway, right? So that would be actually pretty fine if you ask me. Yeah, I think so, right? Yes, so if we actually go over here, where we are defining a bunch of this gibberish, right? So we have a paragraph, right? Yeah, so let's actually see paragraph, la la la. Yeah, actually, yeah, that's maybe good, right? Give me 2 seconds here. So where's list item name? What is that? Yeah, so let me actually try one thing, because I actually maybe like that even. So if we go over here, and instead of the actual, instead of code block, we're gonna actually say paragraph, and we're gonna say my4. And then if we get over here, no, it actually didn't do that. Okay. But then if we go over here, but I guess what this did actually, it added that to, it added it over here. Yeah, exactly. Okay, I see. I'm not sure what you mean. You want to find people to talk about programming with ChatGPT-4. Can you be more specific? ChatGPT is a Google on steroids, right? So I'm not sure what exactly you mean by that. I have a feeling that you're maybe making it more than it actually is. What do you mean you want to find people? Can you be more specific, right? It's just a search engine of some sort, right? So what do you mean? I know what it can do, man. I've been using it since day one, and it is a search engine, literally. You ask it things and it do it for you, yes. Okay, well, you have a different perception of what it is, and I respect that. So let's just agree to disagree about that. But if you want to find a group of people to talk about that, I'm maybe Stack Overflow, I don't know, some community, because I'm not sure what that is. Can you say one thing? Let's imagine that we are such community, yeah. If you just ask a random example here, and then maybe we can figure out what exactly do you think, right? Because I'm not quite sure what do you mean, right? So if you could give one example, like, hey, this is the type of stuff I would like to discuss, right? Then maybe we can do it, right? Then you haven't used it much. Yeah, I don't know how to respond to that genuinely. But yeah, yeah. I'm not actually sure what you guys do at your work, but I can only presume that you're doing something most likely simple enough, and that's why you're excited that much about it, right? But either way, if you're happy about it, that's super nice. I'm happy for you. That's good. I mean, ChatGPT gives you some code that someone else wrote before, right? It's a text matching algorithm, basically, right? And it's gonna give you stuff that someone else wrote, and it's gonna try to predict the next reasonable thing, right? And that's fine. I use it a lot, and indeed, it is amazing. Nobody neglects that fact, right? We know that. Yes, we know what it does, right? But yeah, I mean, I don't know about such community, right? Because it's unclear to me yet what that community would do, right? Parkour Peter, good evening. But either way, what the fuck happened here? What? What did we do? Ah, this is what we did. Okay, never mind. Okay, so let's say here mi4, and I'm just gonna duplicate this until we figure it out. So let's just do this as well, and that's okay. Okay, it does work. Okay, good. Okay, great. So that's actually exactly what I wanted, and that's good. Okay, good. I think that's pretty good, actually. I just go to production very quickly. So let's see. Is a junior developer? Yes. So okay, this is what people generally do. I see. Alternative as far as possible. Okay, and we had a lot of shit before a YouTube video as well. Yeah. And we're missing the ordered and ordered list, so let's actually try testing that as well. Let's get over here. Let's say available controls dot unordered list. Available controls dot ordered list. That's fine. Let's see. Let's go to localhost. Let's close that. But I'm not sure why are you so obsessed about talking to people about it. That's my problem. I mean, I use ChatGPT every day at work and I advocate for it as well. But I'm not sure where is this, why do you have to tell everybody how good it is? That's what I don't get, right? Everybody is gonna adopt to those tools based on their own ways, or if you're CTO or CEO and you can force them, that's a different thing. I don't understand why do you have to tell everybody how great it is? That's what I don't get. I agree with you 100%. But doesn't matter, like why does it matter what I do with it, right? I find it incredibly useful and it makes me a lot more productive. With that, we both agree, right? I agree with you 100%. I don't disagree with you at all. Whatsoever, what I don't do at work, I don't go from my teammate to teammate and I try to sell it to them. I mean, I tell them, they see that I'm using it and they know that I like it, right? So why do you feel like you have to advocate for it so much? That's a bit confusing to me. Why does it matter, right? Like you know, you get what I mean. Like it's almost like you're selling it as if it was your product, right? That's what I don't get, right? I trust you and I agree with you. I use it as well. I use it here in this stream, right? Many sessions. People who watch me, they know it helped us write enormous amount of code, and I agree with you. But why do you have us? Why do you feel like you need to advocate for it so much, right? What is your intention? What it is that you're trying to achieve, right? What exactly do you want to achieve, right? But that's not a new style of programming, man. You're just copy pasting code as we've been doing for 25 years, right? Sure. Well, that's a different thing. If you have an idea for a product, then you should go to like indiehackers.com or something like that, right? That's not a new style of programming at all. You're just copy pasting more code than we did before, right? So if you have an idea to build a product with AI, you could go there. But why do you think that's a new type of programming? You're just copy pasting a bunch of code, right? Or to say more than before. Or unless you can tell me how it is new, what exactly is it new about it? It's a search. You program in English. Well, you ask questions as you did in Google before in English, yes, or any other language, right? But okay, again, we don't have to. I don't know. Please keep in mind. I mean, we all have different approaches and opinions and stuff, right? But doesn't matter. But either way, I don't think anything is new about it, right? You're just copy pasting a bunch of code. That's all. There isn't really from a perspective of a business and you're not doing anything new. You're just having a improved text search and steroids, right? And that's it, right? And you're copy pasting a bunch of code that someone else wrote very long ago, right? So it's not that you know the right. Well, depends. I mean, I use it if I'm stuck, right? I don't just use it blindly, right? If I need it, you know, I sometimes use Google and sometimes use ChatGPT. ChatGPT data is a bit obsolete now. It's like 2 years behind, but yeah. I mean, I use it for all sorts of things, right? Depending what I'm doing, right? Depends what I'm doing, right? Yes. And it doesn't suck for generating. I disagree with that. I think it's really good, actually. If you prime it properly, it's really good. So I disagree that it sucks for generating. Not at all, actually. It's really good. I don't want to use it for all code, no. Because that's not how products are built. I don't go to work and I just write code. I mean, in the meetings, I'm figuring out what we have to do, what the clients want, etc, etc, etc. My job is not just to sit and write code, right? So that's not generally, you know, that's generally not how an average day of a programmer at work looks like. Programmers don't just sit and write code, right? We do way more than that, right? Fuck. So what did we fuck up here? I wonder. List. Ah, I see. Shit. So this is what, right? Oh man, yeah. That kind of sucks, right? Doesn't it? It does. Yes. Where was that? No, maybe actually, maybe it doesn't. It does. It does. It does suck ass. Yes. Well, actually, no, it doesn't. We just forgot to. It was just yeah, ordered list. List. Ordered list. Yeah. Okay, but what's happening with unordered list? Why are we not? I see. Wait a minute. I think I might know. No, I actually don't know. Let's go over here. Let's go to tip tap toolbar. Get here. Let's go scroll somewhere down. Icons. Where's the icon? Yeah. Where was it? Get controls. Ah. Yeah, I mean, I agree with Mem, right? He's not saying anything wrong, right? I fundamentally don't disagree with you, right? Yeah, definitely he's not wrong, right? He's definitely not wrong. So why is so that's actually good. So we have this one again. So now this one, but yeah, actually if we update this, fuck my life. Yeah, just super mega overcomplicated this. Yeah. Wait, I need to draw this. I need to draw this system here. And thank you everybody for your follows. Appreciate it. I need to draw this. Don't ask again. Create new diagram. Let's call this. All right. So basically, we have. So we have a tip tap editor. We have a toolbar, right? We have a tip tap toolbar. What do we do then? We then store stringified JSON into a database. And then we actually, yeah, that's strange. So that's actually okay, right? Now when we parse the JSON back when rendering it into a view. It's actually so JSON dot stringify the tip tab content, stores it into a DB as a stringify JSON. When we render it in the UI, we parse it and run it through a HTML sanitizer. Inside the sanitizer, we need to explicitly allow attributes and tags which are allowed to be rendered. For instance, we do this to prevent cross-site scripting and similar security things. Okay, now, of course, now, give me a second. Now, But that's kind of what's happening. That's the flow. Now, we want to each tip-tap editor instance takes the controls attribute that defines which actions in the editor are available, etc. Bold, heading, code block, etc. That's kind of how this systematically is built, right? That's what I did past last stream, right? Now, essentially, we want to map those props to the HTML sanitizer as well, so that whenever we tell TipTap which controls it should take, sanitizer should then also allow those tags and classes to be rendered and not stripped. Not stripped. We actually go back here. Yeah, exactly. So now we can see that this is failing because it can't actually render something. Let's see what I think UL is what we've been trying to fix now. So let's actually go to this little utility I wrote here. Let's say console.error. Error. That's a bit strange. Oh, actually, yeah. Let's just console.log it so we see it in a different panel there, right? Unknown node type list item, exactly. So if we go back here, list item, yeah. So we did registers, right? We did available controls on unordered list. Unknown node type list item. I see. I guess. Yeah. Let me try one thing. Then let's get rid of that. Then it's still failing with the same thing. Let's see. No, now it's failing with something else. Unexpected available controls. What the fuck are you doing? List item. Thank you everybody for your follows and support. Very much appreciated. Okay, what's happening? Okay, so well, yeah, it's probably still failing with the same crap. Unknown node type list item. That's super strange. Okay, let's go back to. Thank you guys, appreciate it. So if I go back here again, yeah, shouldn't have maybe done this. Was a kind of bit too much of a maybe refactor, or well, actually no, we actually had to do this. All good, all good. So list item. So this is how we had it before. List item. Give me a moment. So let's get over here. I don't know if we need to do this really, but I'll just do it. My sanitizer. Wait, what is this music? Give me 2 seconds. Wow, that's actually not the music I wanted to play, but that is fine. All right. So I don't type list item. Yeah, okay. And that's super strange. Shouldn't be saying that because shit. Wait, no. Actually, it's good. So, but where was the list item here? So we had list item dot name color configure. So list item. Let's actually see where was this text style. List item heartbreak block quote. Where was this imported from? List item extension list item. Is this what we're doing now? Yes. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Available controls list item, yes. No list item. Okay, maybe we have to actually register it before we register the other guys. I'm not quite sure. What the fuck is happening, man? Seriously. Ranger, unknown node type list item. Okay. Let me just take a look at this here. Shit. I'm on the home page. I don't see a login button. Login button. Here it is. I'm not sure what you mean. It's literally here. Or you sign, or you log in with one of those 3 things. You don't see this form? You don't see this form at all? That says sign in? Oh, okay, that's super strange. Super strange. You should be seeing it. Yeah, maybe you have clicked on this, but yeah, you still shouldn't be seeing that. That's super strange. Wow. Okay. Thank you very much. So that's good. That list is fine. So that's okay. But then I guess if we get down here, let's actually see how I did it before, or before yesterday's stream or whatever. So where was the list item? I suppose it had to be somewhere in the top. Exactly, yeah. Yeah. Let me just do one crazy thing. You can see it in Discord. One sec. Bugs. That's very interesting. Okay, which browser are you using, just so I can write it down? All right, then I can already tell you, most likely we're not going to support that stuff. It's just simply because it's impossible to support all the variations of Chrome, right? There's too many of them, but I'm going to definitely take a look. I have Brave installed, but if it's a Brave type of thing, I don't think I can fix it, right? Even though it doesn't seem so, it just opened for me instantly, right? But I'll take a look at it. I'll take a look at it. You can see that, I don't know, it's very hard to say now what maybe try F5. No, maybe not, right? But you can see that it's not for me. Can you do like a can you clear your cache or something, right? Because that's my first assumption. Can you just like do a hard refresh or something, right? Because it's kind of hard to say why is that happening, right? It's super strange, and I think it's a pretty shitty bug, so I think we should fix it. It's just like, my first assumption was, hey, it probably has to be Brave, right? But as you can see, so maybe you're just in some strange cache state or something. I don't know. If you can take a look, if you can just clear your cache or whatever, right? But I'm definitely going to take a look at it either way. Okay. List item. So why is it not registering this thing? Is shit, this is why. Okay. Jesus fucking Christ, man. So that's super awkward. So okay, yeah, I see. Yeah, I see. I understand the issue. Yeah. Yeah, because it's kind of. I understand. Yeah. Okay. Let's update that, and now it should fail, and it's failing basically because of this fella here. I think because of the editor itself here, not because of the view there, but that's super strange because indeed there isn't. You would have to refresh. Yes, if you click register, yeah, I just haven't implemented, because most people now, I think, but you're absolutely right. Yeah, probably. And I mean, it's actually, you know, let's just write that down and fix it, right? Because it's clearly, it was clearly an issue for you, right? So yeah. Add a toggle button to a sign up form so one can return to log in after clicking register. I've just made the bug here, and I'll just fix it in one of the next streams. Let's say urgent, tiny. Thank you very much, man. And let's say bug. No, I'm not gonna be doing anything like that, right? I mean, you can log in with GitHub already in like 2 seconds, right? And you have to do this like so. No, I mean, is it possible to implement? Yes. Obviously it's possible, but I don't think with the list of things that I have to do, that's not even on the horizon, right? Right, simply because there's so many things JC to do, right? And that provides no value, right? You can already go to Programmer Network and click any of those 3 icons, and you're gonna be logged in half a second, right? Yeah. Okay, so yeah, the issue basically here now is that let's see here, controls. Test. Yeah, and those are kind of now throwing this because of the comments themselves, right? Unknown type list item. That's kind of super strange. Yeah, and then so we have them here, but why? That's super awkward. Jesus Christ. Give me one moment here. So comments section. Tip tap, yeah. Controls, editor controls, comment. This is why. Okay, we need to fix this quickly. So that's a no. Yeah, actually no, this is fine. This is almost fine, right? We'll just slightly need to adjust it. So controls, editor controls dot comment. Then we have the controls here, and that's kind of okay, but not really. So let's go to, where did I define this? Constant new article. Okay, Matty. Oh my God, I thought you forgot about me, man. I thought you left me. How are you doing, buddy? How is life? How is life serving you, dude? Have you ever used Svelte? I have tried Svelte, yes, many years ago, or when it came out. And I think Svelte is very nice. I think it's a very interesting. UI library. Like if I was not writing React, I would probably be writing either Vue or Svelte, right? why the fuck do you need list item, dude? Are you kidding me, man? What? Wait a minute. Why would you need that? Like, there's no... What about Angular? Angular is also a very good... I mean, all of those tools are really great. I mean, it's very hard. I mean, front-end community has never had so many great tools, right? You can't really make a mistake. Going with Angular or Vue or React, or all of those are super nice frameworks that abstract from you a lot of problems, right? And it's really about the preference, right? Like AngularJS is very pattern heavy, right? With dependency injection and decorators and kind of TypeScript as a first-class citizen almost, right? You know, so all of those tools are great. It's very hard to, right? It really boils down to preferences, right? I'm currently reviewing our tech stack. We have lots of vanilla JS, and I think this will be moving to TypeScript to ensure a certain level of standard, but Vue doesn't support TypeScript too well. So, I mean, I have to disagree, Matthew, that TypeScript is going to ensure a certain level of standard. I disagree with that. I don't think that TypeScript is mandatory in any way. That's just my opinion. I mean, I'm not against TypeScript, but I don't think it's a standard by no means. JavaScript is a dynamic language for a reason, and it offers convenience just like Python. The benefit of dynamic languages is convenience, right? It's right. So absolutely not a standard, right? I think it's more enforced. Basically, people who write TypeScript are like vegetarians, right? Vegetarians will tell you that they're vegetarians, right? And they're gonna keep telling you that, right? They're gonna keep telling you every time you eat with them that they're vegetarian, right? So it's the same people with TypeScript, right? It's like most of them don't even know why they're saying that. It's just they've been so stressed into this mindset of TypeScript, right? That everything, I think, it's like it goes to insanity. But keep in mind, don't forget that JavaScript is dynamic language, just as Python, just as Ruby, right? And that's the beauty of it in a sense, right? You can add TypeScript to it, and for the most part, it's going to make your code base better. But your code base can suck in so many other ways than just having basic types, right? So adopting this mindset that TypeScript makes your code good is just idiotic, because that almost implies that there's an assumption that your code sucks only because it doesn't have types, and that's completely idiotic in every way. Code can suck, and it does suck because some of the developers suck. They don't know how to organize the code, how to document it, how to think it through, how to start coding and when, and so many different things, right? So TypeScript is one just tiny fragment of why your code might suck, right? So right, so let's not deceive ourselves, right? Here. Thank you very much, Matty. Now, of course, I would. You know how I think that you said something like a lot of our stuff is written in vanilla JS. There's also nothing wrong with that. I mean, I hope that you're not trying to make a technical decision based on the fact merely that, okay, most of our stuff is written in vanilla JS. You haven't actually told me why is that. I mean, that cannot be the reason why you want to switch, right? Why does it matter if it's written in vanilla JavaScript, right? I mean, I would much rather just JavaScript, just no framework. I would much rather like to hear, right? I would just like to hear what is the bottleneck of your current system that you want to rewrite it, right? Because you shouldn't rewrite something just because it's in technology X or Y, right? You know, there's still systems running in Pascal for 30 years now, and they're still working, right? So you get what I mean. So try to be rational about it. Make sure that you don't switch to a new stack that costs a lot of money to the business just because something is written in X and not in Y, right? Because when you switch to let's say Stencil, in 2 years, some other dude is gonna come and say, oh my fucking God, this Stencil is shit, you know, this Pencils JS is way better, right? So let's switch to that. And then some other, you know, guy in 4 years is gonna be, oh my God, this guy wrote Pencil JS, really? Let's, you know, switch to, you know, Pencil JS, and you get right. So make sure that you understand, like, sit down, you know, be an engineer, don't be a tool addict, right? Sit down and say, hey guys, sit with your team and say, hey, you know, what are the bottlenecks of our current system, right? What is it? So let's say that try to find reasons why to switch, right? And try to find, so write a table, right? It's very simple, right? You do something like this, take a line, you sit here, you do this, right? You say current system, just vanilla JS, you know, and then proposal, one of 7 billion JS frameworks, right? And then say, okay, what is bad with this? Okay, maybe our state management could be better, right? I'm just gonna be arbitrary. Most of those, it's slow. I know it's not slow, but let's imagine it is. Developer experience is not great, right? And then N, right? And then, you know, you use some other tool here, you say stencil, right? Well, okay, so what will this bring? Well, first and foremost, you have to understand that this is going to take time. So your developers will have to learn this new technology, new community, new ecosystem, etc. We will use, you get what I mean, right? So you need to sit down like an engineer, not like those Twitter gods who propose you to use different tool every 20 seconds, right? So make sure that you lay down, and then, for example, let's imagine that this is the issue, right? Our state management could be done better. Well, do you need to switch the whole framework? Can you just use Redux with you know, maybe not Redux, whatever. There's 7 billion of those today, right? But you can say, okay, let's improve our state management. Let's use, I don't know, what is this, Remix or something, Redux toolkit, whatever, right? Exactly. I mean, it's impossible. You cannot tell me that every single subsystem of this vanilla JavaScript sucks. I mean, there's no chance that you have vanilla JS and it's like every single piece of this code is horrible. Maybe there's some things that can be better, but then go and fix those things. You know, switching to a different framework, I mean, again, as I always say, just imagine it's your company. Just imagine you're running your own company, Matty, and would you want your developers to now start just switching to something else, right? That's very costly, right? So this is how you make rational decisions. Now, irrational decisions that most developers, especially in this part of industry, make is like, this is what they do. This is our current system. This is the new proposal. This thing is old and not trendy, right? Clearly, let's make this decision. It's so logical. I mean, this new thing is trendy. I can see it on Twitter, so we must make this decision, right? Ridiculous, right? Like, ridiculous. So, and of course, I mean, what Sullivan said at the end, that should be your always first question. I mean, your question should always be, how much is this cost? What is the return on investment, right? ROI and stuff like that. But I assume that you implicitly, that you have someone in your organization who actually asks those questions, right? I mean, changing a stack is a huge business decision. Fuck developers, right? Developers are irrelevant. Changing from technology X to Y is a huge decision for a business, and your CTO should be super careful about this, right? There's so many questions. You cannot just, right? So developers think that, oh, let's switch from X to Y. That's not just a technical decision. That's a business decision. Because tomorrow when you need to hire people, you're no longer hiring React developers or whatever. Now you need people who know Stencil, who need to know this and that, etc., etc., etc. So there are many variables involved, right? OSP, 100%. But even if you're not an architect by definition, by default, this is rationale, right? You have to be logical, right? Developers, you know, developers need to start becoming logical sooner than later, because the AI, as it grows, will be writing our code. That's nobody can argue that. That's a fact, right? In couple of year by year from now, your coding skills, literally just the hard skills, are going to become less and less relevant. More and more, your creativity, problem solving, critical thinking, etc., is going to become more and more needed, right? And you want to make decisions based on the left thing, not like, oh my god, are you still using React? What? Like, that there were like 65 new frameworks since React was released. How uncool are you? It's like, you're still using this old thing. Oh my god, man. You get what I mean? It's like very childish way to anyway, that's how it is. That's, unfortunately, some companies still make decisions like this. I don't think AI will replace anybody. I think AI will just help us to become even better. I don't think that anyone will replace developers, right? It's just our jobs are going to change, right? So I don't think that you can replace developers. It's just as the humanity has evolved over time, right? We're going to just use AI to focus on other things. We're going to be focusing on other things, and AI is going to help us, yeah. I need to try one thing. Jesus fucking Christ, man. How is this possible? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Okay, so that's good. So I don't have to, I guess, then worry about that. So what is it then? What am I missing? I don't think, I mean, OSP, I think to a large extent you are correct, but let's not generalize, right? I don't think that's generally like applies to everybody. I started my career as a Cisco engineer, then C++ engineer, then I've been building web and system level apps past 13 years or 15, right? So I have met great web developers who have very good rationale, critical thinking, right? The thing is just the problem is that people are obsessed by their Twitter heroes, and it's just a trend, right? So people really follow other people and what they think is good, and then that's the trap, right? No, absolutely, man. I mean, I must agree with you. To a large extent, you are correct, right? I think to a large extent you are correct. I think that's simply because entry level to web development is very low. I mean, most people who start programming today, they start with web development, and they become or they think that they become developers way too soon than they actually do, right? Because it's enough today for somebody to build a React component and think that they're experts already, right? But it takes many years to truly internalize programming or any other profession, and that's the problem. So I think if the entry level to, let's say, embedded programming was the same, then you would have the same people making decisions on that end as well. It's just it's just statistics, right? If you take all programming languages, probably web is way ahead of numbers wise, and due to the numbers, basically it's logical to assume that you're gonna have great developers, but you're gonna have a lot more shitty ones as well, right? Because it's just the influx of people coming into web is just ridiculously high, right? And hence statistically it's logical to assume that you're gonna have things like this happening, right? Okay, I really need to fix this. Like, this is starting to annoy the living hell out of me. There's demand for all sorts of professions on the planet. I'm not worried about that. Just keep on learning and stay humble, know that you don't know anything, and you're gonna get far. as soon as you start thinking that you know something, that's when you're stopping yourself big time. Big time. Strange how you handle errors as soon as something goes. Well, Sullivan, I do that on purpose, of course, but that's why we're in the alpha, right? Because when things fail, I need people to report them, right? I don't think that, honestly, depends where you are, right? In this specific context, I now need to fail because we are, well, this is not something that's in production anyway, and it's not going to be, right? But that depends on the context, right? I want things to fail, and I want them to fail hard, right? Otherwise, those silent types of errors, people are never going to report them, especially, you know, those people who take the time to do that, right? But it's a valid question or statement, if I may say, right? I think. So why is it not registering this? It's so fucking strange, man. Like, what am I? Oh shit, man. That's what? Are you kidding me, man? What? Well, that could potentially be one of the issues, but let's see. So if controls. Okay, so let's just do something like this. Let's just clean this up. It's starting to kind of just become ridiculous, right? Okay, so let's say const default extensions. Let's do this, right? I don't think so. Not at all. Not at all. Absolutely not. Nothing to do with TypeScript. Okay, and then... And even if it did, let's imagine you're correct. Let's imagine it would. It would have told me so many other things as well while I'm building the system that I would give up already. It's too verbose and too annoying for the most part. I'm using centric.js, right? I need to change the whole stack right now because of this error. I think React sucks because I got this bug. I think I should immediately change to the latest framework, and that framework is definitely gonna fix all of my issues. It's gonna be super great, super great. It's gonna be amazing. I can't wait. Actually, it's gonna be good. I'm using centric.js already, yeah. Well, I've been using Sentry for many years, actually. Surprisingly, I think past more than a decade in every single company that I've set up Sentry. I'm not using I'm not using profiling or any of the crazy things, just error reporting. Controls, raise array, controls items. Okay. Okay, and let's not do this. Okay, good. Let's actually say here extensions, and then let's say here if controls items dot length yeah, I'm not actually sure if I like that, but whatever. I hate imperative code. I despise it. Doesn't matter. We're gonna get better gradually, so it's fine. It's perfectly fine. And then let's just say here, extensions. Actually, we can just omit this thing. Okay, wait a minute. Toggle italic is not a function. Screw you. Okay, that's okay. But let's see now here. Extensions. Smarty, good evening, buddy. Well, didn't we mess this guy up? We want to filter out the ones that don't exist, not the ones that exist. That makes absolutely no fucking sense. What am I doing? What am I doing? Heading, unknown type. Okay, good. Jesus Christ, the chat just kills me sometimes. All right, so that's good. I think we're almost there. No, we're not. Definitely. No, we are. Strike, block code, code link. No. No, no. Yeah, that's actually good. Yeah. No, so that is actually good. The problem is, it seems that we're missing now. So we have docs like link, code block, but we're missing actually. I think we're missing some stuff. So let's see, what did we do in the last stream that we maybe missed something in this subsystem we're building. Code. Good evening, buddy. So let's see. So we have, what do we have? So it says we have doc. So we have doc text paragraph, doc text paragraph link. I see. Okay. So that's actually correct. Yeah, so this is correct. And then this is something else. Yeah, I see. So this is, I believe, yeah, so this is, yeah, all good. And what is it complaining about now? Why is it failing now? That's actually perfectly fine. Toggle italic is not a function. I see. Oh, I see. Okay, I think it's fine. I think I'm slowly getting there. Tip tab, toolbar. Uncaught type of editor can change focus stuff is not a function. Yeah, that's that's super awkward actually. But I guess that's also, yeah, I see. Okay, fine. I think it's okay. I used to write Pascal in the when I was a kid, I think in 1998 in school. Something like that. So it was my first language. I remember writing this terminal application. You would enter your first and last name, and then you would ask it something. I will never. It's like your first girlfriend. You never kind of forget it, right? Do you? I guess you do. Actually, I forgot my first girlfriend. That's strange, but I didn't forget. Yeah, in 1998. Yeah. Okay, give me just a second here. Toolbar, Jesus Christ, man. You see, I look at the chat and then I just lose it completely. Where was I? Yeah, okay. So what is, yeah, italic. So let me just do one thing. Let's go over here. Well, actually, you see what, so who wrote that? So C9, right, wrote about something about difference in perception of full stack, right? To some degree, he's right. I mean, I haven't been coding since 1994, but I've been professionally working past 15 years, and I can tell you that he is, to a degree, correct, but to a degree he isn't. Front end, even 15 years ago, was ridiculously simple. Websites were simple. So I think it's ridiculous to compare times between 15, 20 years and today, right? A lot of things have changed. You cannot compare a website 15 years ago to the website today. Front end today is probably 300 times more convoluted and difficult than it was 15, 20 years ago, you know, when you would have a page that has a form and submit something, right, on a server side. So I think the comparison is not suitable, and it doesn't really, so it's kind of a bit silly even making such a comparison, right? So it's just different times. I agree with him that it was different times and stuff, and that for sure is true. When I started what, Sullivan? Actually, we do have the italic. Okay, that's super strange. Nice. Okay, so we do have that. I started working in 2008. That's when I got my first kind of real job, right? That's when I kind of, yeah. I started as a Cisco engineer and MikroTik engineer as well. Well, MikroTik more than Cisco. And then, yeah, I wrote mostly plain JavaScript and stuff back then, because, yeah, then Angular, well, it was Ember.js, I believe, Knockout.js, jQuery was very popular, right? Toggle strike. Okay, so that's why. But why are we then registering? Ah, shit. Okay, I see. But didn't we like fix that last time? I thought we did. Comment section. Where the hell was this? No, we don't need that. I am 84 years old. No, I'm 34 years old. that's a bit awkward, right? Isn't it? Yeah, like this shouldn't kind of be failing because we're not really calling it. So we must have messed something up in the meanwhile, right? Where is this crap ending over here, right? Just write it in Haskell. Matty, just go tomorrow to work and say, guys, we're gonna rewrite our whole UI in Haskell. Don't ask me why. Trust me, bro. Just tell them that, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna say yes. I don't think no. Haskell or nothing. Just that's what I would do, man. Haskell or nothing. So no, so this is actually pretty fine right now. Let me just do one thing quickly. Type of. So it is a function, and if it's disabled, run it, right? Yeah. Okay, makes sense, right? Okay, I see. Well, my bad, right? So that's kind of fine. So let's do this, right? Well, actually, yeah, that kind of sucks. Give me a second. Is this still the same shit? Yeah, but why is this being called? We're not rendering that thing. I don't get it. Like, it's so fucking dumb, man. Like, seriously. Okay, but it's to some degree, it's also fine because maybe, or certainly at least based on this, maybe I was, you know, all of this stuff is written in the stream every single day. So it's not that, you know, you know, I don't make mistakes. I clearly do, right? It's just ridiculous because, what? Oh, what? Are you, what? Dude, yeah, of course. Jesus Christ, man. Are you kidding me, man? Yes, you are. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, that's just wrong. Let's just call, yeah. Okay, fine. Whatever. Jesus Christ, man. Okay. I got it. Controls. I guess. Something like that. Actually, let's see what the hell are the controls here. Thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Let's just refresh that. Bullshit. Appreciate it. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, pretty much. Yes. Jesus Christ. Okay. Let's just try something like that, right? We might fail again, and that's okay, but I think now we should fail with something else at least. Okay, good. Good. That's correct. Okay, great. Let's get over here. Let's revert this tiny thing we just did here. Okay, Jesus Christ, so hard, so hard. Okay. So that's good. So our sanitizer now seems to be working. Well, now we're failing here due to something else. We're gonna fix that now as well. Toggle bold is not a function, I see. Toggle bold is not a function, okay. And why is that? I see. So let's go to new article, controls.items. versus artifact constants. Ah, shit, man. Okay. Oh my god. All right, all good. Okay, fine. So JC, have a good night as well. Thank you for being around as always. Very much appreciated. Sleep well. Have a good night. Okay, that should be fine-ish, I guess. Should not fail anymore. Okay, good. This is kind of it, right? So in a way, because we're building this system, right? I don't want to be building this manually. Like every single thing we have is built as a subsystem of something, right? So I just want to make sure that our rich text editor always only renders and supports plugins that you define in a specific context. Like if you're wondering why the hell are we doing this, because you can see that we have the instance of this editor in different places. Like when you're writing a thought, we support different controls than when you're writing an article, for example, right? Or when you're leaving a comment, we support different things, right? So due to that, right, there are several things we want to do. Number one, those buttons that you see here should always correspond what the editor is willing to render. So if I say that, hey, this editor can only render bold and code, but then you go and paste in some rich text and it still renders that, that's happening actually now in production, is because I would register all the plugins, but I would only show the icons themselves. And so that was the problem, right? So like, hey, you just have an impression that, okay, in this editor, I can only do this. But for example, you can see if I go to Programmer Network, if I go to production, you can actually see that Gamble Dev has written something like this. And how was he able to color this text? Because I did register the plugin that enables you to style the text, but I didn't actually allow it in the editor itself. It's just, I just registered it, right? So what we did now, amongst other things, amongst some sanitization as well, is that we know, so this always have to be mapped to the plugins we actually register, right? And that's what we've been kind of doing alongside other things, right? So now you know, we pass the prop to the instance of this editor, right? And then we filter out all of the other extensions before we register them. So we say, hey, see, you know, whatever controls this instance of the editor is having, and then filter all of the other ones, and then just register those plugins. And then, of course, on top of that, we're now also sanitizing things, right? So now we need another mapping between our sanitizer and so basically we only want to allow HTML to exist that's rendered by this editor based on the controls that the editor supports. So for example, if I go here, right? So if this thing supports bold and code block, then you shouldn't. Then this text editor should never render an H1. And of course, someone could inject this through, you know, using curl, you know, or any HTTP client. But when I render it back to the screen, I'm just going to omit that. So basically, it means whenever I write, you know, a thought, it should only render exactly what I tell it here. And if you have kind of tried to inject other things, we're just going to neglect that, right? We're going to sanitize, remove that stuff, right? So all of the malicious attempts, like cross-site scripting and stuff, that's just going to be sanitized and removed, right? Okay, cool. So actually that went okay. I think it works now. I mean, so we'll need to clean up a bit, I think. So I think what we can do actually, because I hate imperative code, like I said, so what we actually gonna do, let's do a reduce, and then we're just gonna pass this as a default. So let's do it like this. So let's say const, let's say here 2. So let's say const extensions is equal to yeah, I mean, nah. Actually, you know what? Maybe this is not terrible. No, maybe it's not terrible. Let's see, let extensions. Then we reassign it here. That's kind of what I dislike. All right, let's go to ChatGPT and say, rewrite this so we don't reassign the variable extensions. We're using the old model. No, we're not actually. Oh, wow. This model became a bit faster. Cool. Using immediately invoked function expression. That certainly we will not do. Yeah, actually, I like the concat version. Yeah, sure. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. Sure. Why not, right? And then we can make this a const. I'm from Bosnia originally. I used to live there. Yeah. I left it around 11 years ago. No, I left it professionally. I left Sweden to work. I worked for around 5 years in Sweden. Then I went back to the Balkans. And then I went with my wife here back to Denmark. And we've been here for like 6 or 7 years, right? Have I ever used the request animation frame? Yes, but mainly through other libraries, not myself. A lot of those third-party things, they kind of use it underneath, but no. Not really, no. Do you go back from time to time? Yeah, I think we go once a year. This year, I think we're gonna go twice because we have some wedding. Pretty much Draven. Yeah, more or less. That's. You know, I always had a good job there. I worked remotely, right? So I actually made a lot more money while I was in the Balkans than here because I was pretty much rich, right? I worked for an American company remotely. But it's, yeah, I left because of other reasons. Money wasn't the reason at all. It was some other reasons, right? But I think Draven, I don't want to say it, but Draven summarized it in Yugoslavenian, let me say, because we have 17 different languages in the Balkans, so let me not offend anybody here. Okay, so that's kind of good. Okay. Yeah, that's good. I think there's an issue with JVT. Which one, Sullivan? I mean, Balkans are nice. Don't take me wrong. I mean, I think we're sometimes way too critical of ourselves, right? I think countries in the Balkans, Serbia, Bosnia, Croatia, Bulgaria, and all of those countries, I think they're nice country with good people, with a good spirit, with good food, with beautiful women, beautiful men as well, right? So I wouldn't be that critical. But indeed, yeah, maybe economy and stuff could be better and corruption could be less. But I think that we're not bad people, right? I think people there are actually very. Yeah, I think people are not bad, right? It's just, yeah. Actually, it already is, Sullivan, and you cannot delete JVT. JSON Web Tokens, that's a stateless. It's a stateless authentication. You cannot delete. You cannot delete a JVT. JVT is a token that's valid until it expires, but I am already handling that in the API. So that's already handled, unless you can tell me what exactly is wrong. Because when you log out, what I do, I store that token in, I blacklist that token in Redis, right? Draven, I mean, yeah, we could get into discussion over beer, right? But you know that those discussions are generally, I think it's, yeah, it's very hard. It's very hard. Let me just not say anything, right? I can show you Sullivan, right? If you want, I can show you here. What the fuck is this? Give me 1 second. Yeah, I don't know why is that working. It shouldn't be working. It should not be working. I mean, I am definitely handling that if it's authenticated. Shit. But which endpoint are you calling? Which endpoint are you calling? Which endpoint are you calling when you're getting 200? Yeah, but those thoughts are not public. Sorry, thoughts are not private. They're public. So that's why you're seeing that. Try to get your own. Try to get /me. No worries at all. Let me actually... No, well, this brings another question. Maybe they shouldn't be, right? But let me just make sure that I'm right, because maybe I'm not, right? But as far as I remember, I think getting anything almost except private stuff is... So yeah, so getting... Yeah, it's no... Yeah, this one is definitely public, we can see. By user tags is not. Request app is authenticated. Put, post, delete, put, get. Yeah, so as you can see, it's not protected. It's public. It's public, Suleiman, right? Should it be private? It's a good question. I don't know. What do you think about Angular? I think. I mean, I think Angular is a beautiful framework, and I'm saying framework with the emphasis on framework because it is a huge framework, right? It comes with all you need. I think, yeah, I think it's, I think Angular is different than the other things that we use today, right? Because it's really made for people who like the patterns, who like abstractions, who like to turns even... Okay, let me just put it this way. I think the biggest problem with Angular is that even simple things are kind of complicated. And it's not complicated for me because I used Angular 1, I remember, a decade ago. It was amazing, right? So I'm just saying that, you know, UIs don't necessarily need all of that abstraction, like all of that dependency injection, decorators, and all of that stuff, right? No, well, that's questionable, right? That's questionable. That's very questionable. Maybe, right? But I think it's very questionable. I don't think it is. That's the problem, right? Yeah, sure, exactly. So don't take me wrong. I personally like it, but I'm just telling you why people might not like it, right? And a lot of people who are not coming from such a background, right? I used to write C++, right? I used to write a lot of Angular, so I'm with you, right? Sure, I'm gonna just add this right away, Sullivan. I agree. Let's just add the middleware here, right? Let's just make sure that it's fully protected. I agree. And then maybe if we okay, done. And then I'll but yeah, Angular is nice, and yeah, I mean, I actually think a year or two ago I did some consulting project in Angular, like 6 or 7 or 8. I don't know. Their versioning actually is pretty horrible. And you know, I liked it. It's nothing... article not found. Okay, good. Let's just leave a comment here. Group the default extensions with the ones passed in via props and create a config object. No, if any. Well, shut the fuck up. Okay. How long have I been working programming? A couple of months. I mean, I only do this in the stream. So everything that you see online and stuff, and infrastructure and stuff, I built in this. Well, infrastructure I built off stream because infrastructure is something I wouldn't do obviously in the stream. But yeah, And infrastructure is actually actually I can actually show you some stuff if you wish to care, if you care. And I should sit on with Sullivan on this anyway, maybe in the future, right? But infrastructure is I can actually. But yeah, this is a programmer network infrastructure, right? We have this is I'm hosting everything on a bare metal machine on Hetzner, right? So I'm not using any cloud providers, so everything is done manually by me, right? And I set up the continuous integration for both front end and back end. So basically all the traffic to my server is only allowed through Cloudflare, so I can utilize some DDoS protection, rate limiting directly on Cloudflare, then VAV, like a private firewall and stuff. Then I'm also using unified firewall on my Linux machine. And yeah, here's how it is. Client is stored in Cloudflare pages. You hit my server. I have also internal Nginx. And then I have some Grafana and some alerting and stuff that I set up. So for example, if I, this is just my reporting and alerting and stuff. If I go to Grafana here, I have my dashboards and stuff. So those are my logs. I am using Loki for the logs. So I'm basically storing logs in files with a log rotation on Linux. So I'm not printing them to standard output, but storing them as files. Then I have several dashboards for Postgres performance, nodejs, and system overall performance. Where was it? So if we go back here, so here's Prometheus, Alert Manager, Node Exporter, Gold Advisor. This guy is just monitoring Docker container performance, Postgres exporter. Actually, I mean, I'm using low-key Sullivan, and I think it's perfect, right? With Grafana, because I can. Then I have a certbot here that I wrote a script that I wrote a cron job and a script that regenerates several SSL certificates every interval, every 3 months. Then I have a Grafana that's behind the firewall, so you can't actually hit this yourself. You're gonna get blocked. Then I have a Fastify API that has a Redis and Postgres databases. And yeah, and this is all basically set up via Docker, so I'm running everything in Docker. And this is a kind of an overall stuff, and there's a lot of details, a lot of setup. All of these guys are Docker containers, and all of them have their own configuration. This is a Docker container with its own. So everything is containerized, and that's how it kind of works. So that's when you go to programmer network. That's the infrastructure. That's what's happening. That's what's making those things load, basically, right? Yeah. Cool. All right. So going back to this, so I'm actually happy where we landed. I believe even we're probably gonna round up soon. But I'm actually pretty happy, if I may say, with where we landed. So now, Sullivan, thank you. I mean, you made me change a bit of goals with those past 2 or 3 streams. So I think next stream, we're going to finalize this at the start and go back to courses, building the courses feature. But now we have kind of almost finalized the system where it's very, very hard to inject anything in the editor that I don't want to be there as a developer or anyone else, right? So, actually we need to add those counters as well. Min max input label. Let's just get inspired with one more thing, because how would you show min and max on top of the input? Does anyone have an idea? Because one of the viewers recently said, "Hey Alex, you know, it's kind of shitty, right? Because whenever I'm doing something, I don't know what is the minimum, right? Because some of the fields, you know, they have minimum values, and actually I think we removed most of those. Why the hell are we not getting an error here now? What's happening? What? Expected end of JSON input. So I suppose. Okay, I see why that is. Let me just go there very quickly. New article. Yeah, it's because of this content. Okay. And this should be, is there like tip tap utils? Yeah. Dot set empty content. Can I actually do this? I created this utility before. Shit, object is not a valid JSON. Okay, let's go back here. How did I do this? I suppose we need to stringify this. JSON stringify, maybe. Okay, that seems better. Dart, save, okay. Yeah, so you can see here, so we actually do have a minimum on this guy, right? It's kind of annoying, right? People should know what the min is, right? And I suppose, like, if we were to design that thing, how would we do it, right? So let's say... So maybe we could, yeah, Sullivan, maybe something like that, right? But that's not obvious to many people, right? So min 25, right? So let's see how we could do that. So min, let's say 25. 25. Max, let's say 100, right? I don't actually know how to design that component right now, but I think, yeah, we need to... Yeah, we need to figure that one out, I think. Yeah. Yeah, but that's also annoying, right? You shouldn't be seeing the error until you actually submit, right? Or, you know, I hate those types of forms, right? When you're typing, you see the error state. It's like, no, I'm not in an error. I'm not done yet, right? So that's, you know, that's also kind of not very useful, right? So, I mean, but I've seen, yeah, it's just, yeah, so actually I have an idea, right? So, so we can change this thing, right? Maybe. Okay, wait, let's think about it. So let's see, actually. Give me a second. Input header. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I also agree with that, right? I don't think it's there's an ideal way to do it, right? Character current. Let's go here, right? So let's actually pass min here as well, if there's a min. No, so we're actually not even taking a min here. Okay. Okay. Let's just play with it. This is a creative type of problem, right? So I don't think that anyone has the actual solution to it. So until we do, let's just try things out. Who cares, right? Okay, so 0, yeah. Okay. So yes, input header. So if we go to, let's say, let's go down here. What the fuck is that? Makes no sense. What is this line? Ah. Maybe something like that. And give me a moment here. No, actually, I have a better idea. Give me a second. So, just so we have a bit more space to customize stuff. So let's just do it for now like this. Yeah, that's fine. Exactly. That's pretty much what I'm exactly. That's when I said I have an idea. That's what I wanted. Yes. Or yeah, exactly. Okay, so let's actually, where are we doing this? So get counter, yeah, let's make this a div. I know guy from Mars, I'm aware, yes, yes. And that's kind of fixed already, but just not pushed yet. Just not yet pushed. Yeah, just is not online yet, but thank you very much for mentioning it as well. Yes. Seriously, please always, like, whenever you guys find something, always mention it, because that's why there's that alpha thing on the top, and it's gonna remain there for as long as well, we deal with things like this. I actually dislike that, but let's play with it. I don't know. Exactly. All in codes. Good evening, buddy. How's life? Yeah, I'm not actually sure about this. Nice, man. Nice. Very nice, man. Shit. It's been a very long ago when I lived alone, but I feel you, man. Of course, and they should. They want you to leave, right? They want to get rid of you, and you want to get rid of them, so that's good. Yeah, I don't actually know. I don't like this. I feel you, man. Exactly. Yeah, I don't like this. No, I don't like it. So maybe let's try doing let's try doing what Sullivan suggested in a way, right? Let's once you start typing, right, what we could do, right, we could we can say here yeah, we can say we can say what is it, value dot length less than min, and let's just say here for now 25. Let's just do whatever. Rior, good evening, buddy. Hello to you as well. And let's say here if focused, right? So how could we get a focus from this crap, right? Could we get like ref dot, okay, let's just ask ChatGPT because I'll need to go very soon. I need to go to work tomorrow. Let's just go here. Where's our ChatGPT friend? Here. Given this React component, how can I get a focused state and only show that min error when the input is focused? Something like that. I don't even know if I want that, but whatever. Come on. There has to be a there's some event on the ref that we can. No, that's not what I want, man. No. Let's reuse the. Okay, well, actually, it's fine, right? Let's just say here. Let's just say. And actually, what happens now if I do the error? Okay, that's yeah. I mean, it's okay, right? Yeah, it kind of sucks. We could have created this as a generic thing, but it doesn't really matter. Let's not waste time on stupid shit like that, right? So this could have been a generic minimum 25 carry. Yeah, that's not terrible, right? That's not terrible. I think. And then if we do that, it should disappear, right? Yeah, maybe like this, right? Or maybe next to the title. I don't actually know. Least. What do you guys think about this? I need a summary so people can know what it is about a bit more before you post it, before they click on it, right? So it's this text here, right? Because people are going to be scrolling hopefully one day through a bunch of huge list of things, and they shouldn't be clicking on something that they maybe don't care about. Title has to be at least 25 characters long. No, it doesn't feel right. It almost feels like an error, right? X.length minus min characters to go. Yeah, it is, yes. Ah, value.length. Thank you guys for your follows, very much appreciated. Okay, so we can have something like this, right? Maybe something like this, I don't know. Well, Sullivan, I think I just don't have too much time, right? I think soon we should put the authors and programmers and stuff on the front page and stuff like that, right? And the articles are public, right? But there's no articles, so that, I mean, yeah, there's no content, right, yet. So that's why I'm not putting too much emphasis on it, right? Right, so it's more about some of us, we need to start writing something, right? And I'm also very skeptical about articles. I don't know yet what's going to happen with this AI stuff, and I have a feeling that what the future is going to bring, that nobody is going to be reading articles anymore at all. People are just going to open some AI console and just, hey, I need this, right? So it's very undefined for most people where this is going to go, right? Because why the hell would anyone come and read my blog on how to do something when they can open ChatGPT today, right? And just ask anything, right? So it's a lot of unknowns ahead of us as societies, right? Same, man, same, 100%, 100%. 100%. It's the same for me. It's the same for me, my dude. Is it gonna stay like that? Who knows, right? Who knows? Maybe, right? I think it will. I think it will. Actually, yeah, I should have. All right. Is this a great solution? I don't know. Is it useful? Probably. Is it great? Probably not. But it's better that it's useful and not great than not there at all, I think. Okay. Okay, great. I think that's fine. That's okay. Okay, so let's we'll have to round up now. It's midnight here, and I need to go to sleep, and I need to go to work in 7.5 hours. So I need to go prepare that stuff. Yeah. Sullivan, thank you so much for being around, man. Thank you for your help. What is if you're around tomorrow, please come by. I'll be streaming tomorrow PM 9 p.m. Central European time. So just come around if you're there. And yeah, thank you, the rest of you, Chica, and all of you, Code, Sashiko, and all of you guys. Thank you very much for being here. And I'll catch you guys up tomorrow, 9 p.m. Central European time. If you're around, come around, and please, as always, if you can, it would mean a lot if you just go to programmer.network to our productions and just sign up. I want to see your name here. I can see that 5 to 7 people signed up in this stream. So if you have a minute, it literally takes that long. Just sign up and you know, stick around. And of course, if you're on YouTube, make sure to follow the YouTube channel as well. I can actually give it to you now if you want. If you don't want to, well, it's up to you really. Whatever you want, do whatever you want. Have a good one, guys, everybody, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Sleep well, and yeah.